Welcome back to Quantum Boredom. So, hey, look, Teo. You see, Teo. Remedy realized that you guys in Italy have a lot of graffiti, so they decided to put this here as a little tribute to you. I hope you enjoy that.
Hey,
this will never go away. Also, question, Jova or Pedro. I forgot which city is supposed to be taking place.
Generic American city.
Okay.
Hey,
go ahead, Edu.
Are you guys gonna get this game for the Xbox One X so you can experience this in true 4K?
You know, it's funny you mention that, guys, because there's reports of Xbox One X is kind of dying.
Really?
Wait, what?
Well, I guess it's the usual. At least, I guess it's the usual early year console vaporizing, physical product. Like some of the PS3s, but had liquid leaking or something, or was the Xbox 360? I forgot.
No, let Java finish. Go ahead, Java.
It's worse than that. See, some of them are dying, and not only that, but it's giving some.
Wait, so we're having a red ring situation again?
Funny you should mention that, because apparently one of this involves a red bar, which mentions something about getting banned because of the console crashing and them worried about it possibly being hacked.
What is up with Microsoft and the color red?
So let me get this straight. They rushed it out the market again.
They probably wanted to make it into the holiday window so they could take advantage of Christmas.
With zero actual console exclusives.
See, here's the thing, though. Okay, so if you want to get your console replaced, the faster way is to get a new console, is to get it from a retailer. Here's the catch. Many stores may not have any extra units to exchange because they gave a limited release.
Basically, for information, Deji, sorry.
Scorpio, Xbox One X consoles.
For information, Deji, this particular playthrough is being recorded on a normal Xbox One.
To be fair, this was recorded before we finally got an official announcement.
By the way, Deji, did you know that Microsoft apparently wants to bring a lot of their first-party games to other consoles?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because that's a great... Oh, you know what's even better? They said, I see no problems whatsoever with this business decision. I'm not kidding. They said that he sees no problems with that as a business decision. They are happy to have first-party games on other consoles.
I can't wait to see Master Chief on Smash Bros.
Sorry to interrupt you. So what just happened demonstrated what's going to happen to Microsoft if they do that.
Get crushed by a shell.
I have a question.
Go on, Pedro.
If Uncharted 3 on the PS3 you can die and go back to the last checkpoint without the need for a load screen, why doesn't an Xbox One game require a loading screen?
Wait.
Was this a launch title?
No, actually, no.
But then it got delayed.
It came out in 2016, 3 years after.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Basically, Deji, for context, this was supposed to be a launch title that was going to show how the Xbox One used its TV functions, because this game has, I kid you not, TV episodes involved.
Yeah.
How well did that go, Pedro?
Bad. Just bad.
Basically,
it was a crap show, and they only made 4 episodes.
See, here's the problem. For a TV show, it's working on meager standard budget because, video game, and for a video game, it's not looking as good as it could be because they had to dedicate part of the budget to the TV episodes.
Yeah.
And because the TV thing never took off with the Xbox One because, its idiotic reveal, what we were left with was a game that had to get gutted. Yes, the game had to get gutted for content to focus less on the TV episode stuff. And, we're essentially dealing with the table scraps of the story left. That's right, we've got ourselves sort of a Sonic 06 here.
Although, if I have to be honest, from what I've seen so far, the quality of the episodes of the supposed TV show they rebranded here looks infinitely better from what I've seen of Marvel's Inhumans.
Wait, Marvel.
Inhumans!
You mean the not X-Men?
To be fair, Inhumans have been around for a good while, 40 since the 60s. So.
Yeah, that's fine. The problem is the context of which Perlmutter brought them back.
But my point is, the show here looks a bit better than that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's not hard to do, mind you.
How
I
did Inhumans
suppose.
turn out anyway?
Bad.
Terrible.
The person Pedro mentioned other times, Dark Lord Jado 1, actually made a sort of recap review of the TV series, and it's bad.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Well, again,
better.
Marvel's TV projects have been suffering recently.
How's Defenders holding up? I heard it had a good start.
Anyway, to try to get this back into the game.
Yeah, go
Alright,
ahead,
yeah.
Pedro.
Here's another problem. I get that I'm on easy mode, but look at this. I get shot. I get shot again. I get shot again. There we go. I was literally getting shot point blank. I didn't even try to dodge those shots, and I still managed to survive. Granted, I'm on easy mode, but
Yeah, and that's an actual pistol. Close-ups, shots are more effective if it's a shotgun. The only real problem that I noticed for being easy mode is the faster rate of which you recover the health.
yeah, like you recover the health. No, actually, remember, let's not forget that Angry Joe moment of it, where he was 10 minutes.
Right.
And was not on, and he claimed that he was not on easy mode. So.
And let's never mind the fact that you have a gun with infinite ammo.
Well, that job is common in a lot of games, starting pistol.
Well, remember, Jova, there's no melee attack. There's no melee attack, so you need to have a weapon with infinite ammo. Otherwise, you have no way to defeating the enemies.
That's so stupid. How stupid is to now program in even a simple punch attack?
So here's my question.
You see, Tio, they're advanced soldiers, so that's why.
I only have one question then.
Go ahead, Jova.
Why are there always backpacks? When we have a gun that has unlimited ammo and you can shoot at a pretty nice rate from what we've seen.
Simple. Shut up.
Like, seriously.
Because the other guns seem to be more powerful, I guess.
But here's the thing, though. With Pedro's pistol there, he's taken down so many enemies. Like, well, what? I mean, and we're a good ways into the game, and has there really been a tougher enemy that requires a huger gun to take out?
There's only the only enemies that even require some kind of.
Whoa! What happened to that board? You just went up next to it and then it shattered.
Apparently, Jack has a steel knee or something.
Apparently, yeah. Oh shit! Time broke. Basically, Jova, only the bosses require any amount of care careful strategy from the player, especially the final boss. Because aside from bosses, and there's only like 3 bosses in total, the enemies are literally nothing but just fodder for your guns.
Okay, seriously, look at that. That's a pistol, and yet it's shooting at such a high rate. What the heck?
Yeah, it looks like a pistol machine gun thing.
So, you gave a handgun pretty much the power of a machine gun. So, unless there's a bigger...
Why can't I jump through those things? Why is the climbing system so inconsistent?
So, I'm gonna ask again, Pedro, is there really any incentive aside from maybe, Okay, is there any incentive at all to use a weapon other than that pistol, which seems to do pretty well?
Well, some weapons do more damage. There's that.
Again, though, your pistol seems to have the power of a machine gun, so I guess it just takes less hits with the other weapons to take out enemies?
Also, gotta love how Jack was able to move that gigantic metal box thing like it was nothing.
See, the problem
because time was compressed.
See, the problem is that
in the era of the Havoc physics engine, seriously, this feels like I'm in a bad version of Portal.
See, the problem is that after playing 5 Uncharted games over the years, I'm like the fact that the climbing system in this game is so inconsistent completely throws me off to no hell. Because how hard would it be to implement a consistent climbing system?
Oh shit!
Hell, not just Uncharted. I mean, so many games give you the option to climb onto anything.
Not just that, Jova. Either do that or be at least honest and do not have a climb feature at all. Like some games, like say Dark Souls or God of War have.
Well, Dark Souls is more of a combat-driven kind of game.
No, I know, but there are so many instances with like a small ledge cannot be climbed up.
With the
because
climbing
the chosen undead cannot jump.
Yeah.
With the climbing thing, it's like going to play a Mario game than going to play any other platform.
Being Wahoo.
No, wait.
But seriously,
no, wait. Let me finish. It's like playing a Mario game where you're so used to how precise the jumps are than playing an average platformer, and the
Like
jumps
PUBG.
are too precise.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, I think this introduces the enemies who can phase.
Yes, they have time traveling proof machine generators. I don't know how the hell the scientifically that works, but whatever. You can either kill them, however, to save yourself time, just shoot the backpacks.
So here's my question, story-wise. So, the enemy, Paul, knows that Jack has these time powers. So,
Yes.
and his company is rich enough to make so many suits of these, which, give the mooks equal footing to Jack. So, narrative-wise, why doesn't he give them all of these outfits? I mean, Jack's been shown to be nigh unstoppable to anyone who doesn't have these suits, so why doesn't he outfit them with it?
Look at the
Pretty funny.
And here we come to one of the logical fallacies of games like this. You can't be this narrative driven and yet have gameplay story segregation make this less sense.
There you go.
Jesus.
I mean, hell, it's like when the completionist did a review of Sneak King, like a game based off of Burger King, and even that tries to be in a setting so realistic that apparently everyone can just walk around no matter what time and not have to go to work.
What are you talking when you said Burger King?
Sneak King.
Wait, is that the one with the Burger King?
Yes.
Yes, it's basically a ripoff of Assassin's Creed and Metal Gear Solid.
That sounds like a combination that wouldn't work.
Essentially, Deji, back in the Xbox 360 launch range, Burger King partnered with a small company, forgot to produce like 3 games to promote. Essentially shovelware. But they didn't turn out well.
They were pretty creepy, actually.
And non-functioning most of the time.
And Sneak King nearly broke the completionist.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. His old review was taken off because of unfortunate
controversy.
circumstances. However...
So wait, it broke him more than Sonic 06.
Caution,
No,
ground zero.
surprisingly no, Deji. The only thing that
guys.
broke really the completionist was Dark Souls.
Oh snap! We're playing Metal Gear.
Really? Like, I mean, he ended up destroying and burning his copy of Sneak King by the end of the review.
Whatever. The point is, Sneak King sucks. Moving on.
So we're in the red zone. What does that mean?
This
Pedro?
looks like this looks like
Are we gonna find ET by the minute?
Yeah, I was about to make that reference as well.
What the? Okay, that's kind of cool, but is there a reason why that just happened?
Basically, time is
Leaves
time is whacked
Sorry.
out.
Past Jack.
Yeah, now he's seeing his past
Jack,
self.
Past Jack, future Jack. Jack
so-
So I have a question. How come he doesn't see future and past versions of himself all the time then?
Because time just decided to mess with him there.
Yeah, it's like God is not pleased with you.
No, wait, I have the perfect solution to it. Shut up.
All right,
Shut
so
up.
this is actually one of the better moments in the game where the game is we're literally going to see past Will doing all that stuff. So basically we're going to use our time travel stuff. So yeah, there you go. Time. It's literally like literally feels like the game is rewinding.
Could this be a point where we'll actually get some character development?
Perish the thought, Jova. So there you go. This is back when Will was trying to come up with a time machine, and we're seeing a basic visual
Prototype.
summation of that.
Everything you tried to protect me from. It's surrounding me. A puzzle,
A puzzle.
trapped and broken.
How many Pikaratsis does it hold?
0.
Oh.
Hell, even worse, it actually takes away Picarats.
Obsessed
Jesus.
with a failed experiment. That's what he led us to believe. What he built there.
So let me get straight.
Can we please move on to something else?
Yeah,
Not just that, literally, the game is literally... How about you show us this stuff instead of just constantly having this annoying narration?
I guess they're technically showing us, even though it's fast-forwarded.
Don't you mean reversed?
Whatever way it's going. Yeah, so let me get this straight. Will gave away a grant, spent all of his time working with time travel, and then only near the time when he was finished, then he realized, oh, maybe it's a bad idea to do time travel. Like, seriously, why did he suddenly have a change and stuff?
I don't know, Jova. Maybe the audio logs of his... Yeah, maybe his audio logs explain it, but I don't really care enough to listen to them.
Yeah.
I mean, look, just gonna say this. When you have a character that obsesses to this level, you need to have a really good reason for them to all of a sudden not want to do it and give up. Like,
I was originally... Sorry, go ahead.
Like, what? I mean, like, well, did he see that Paul would become evil or something?
Well, again, audio logs maybe. But here's the thing, Jova. I was originally planning on having a part dedicated exclusively to the audio logs, because I didn't want to constantly interrupt the game and listen to audio logs as they get unlocked throughout the game. However, I eventually canceled that because those audio logs are so mind-numbingly sleep-inducing that oh, fuck this.
There's nothing to look at in them.
Compare these to
there's not even any subtitles. So I just you know what? No. No. If the game's not gonna try, why should I?
Yeah, compare this to the Batman Arkham games where the audio logs are essentially interviews with the various Batman characters. Those are infinitely better to listen and more engaging.
Made in 2009.
Whereas in this, it's literally just one guy rambling into a recording tape and on and on.
Yeah, I forgot what. Yeah, like that's that gag in South Park, the Stick of Truth.
The difference being, Desi, that Morgan Freeman is actually nice to listen to.
Exactly. That's, again, what's the point? If you're not going to have Morgan Freeman as the narrator, why bother?
Because every time I show up and explain something, I earn a freckle.
Ding!
T-Rexes. Wait, what just happened? Did it vanish, or did you pick it up?
No, what happened? That's a special little object that if I get it, it will create an extra little scene in the upcoming episode after this.
Wait, so collecting the T-Rexing creates an extra scene?
Yeah, you'll see in the episode, Jova. You'll see.
Oh, so let me guess. Well, if you pick up something, it won't show up in the TV episode.
Yeah, if I left it there and didn't pick it up, it wouldn't show up. But basically, that gives me like an extra second of live action footage, basically.
Riveting.
So, do the characters even acknowledge that what was there before?
No, the camera just pans over it.
Yeah, it's probably a background element.
Yeah.
So it's just showing, hey, you managed to affect it. It's like you're a part of a TV series.
Oh look, Mr. Dushna's Mr. Banana Mustache had an entire letter there, but I'm not going to read it because I don't care.
But Pedro, when do we actually get to see more of a screenplay?
Don't worry, the screenplay will come.
Did Aaron Sorkin write that screenplay?
Maybe.
Nah, from what I've read of it, it doesn't contain near as much as dick douchebags as it should.
Hey, speaking of Aaron Sorkin, hey Pedro, you looking forward to that one he's both writing and directing?
Totally. Can't you just feel my excitement?
Yeah, basically, Joe, it's one thing Aaron Sorkin writing a film, but now he's also directing one.
Hasn't he directed before?
No, he's only been a writer up until this point.
Well, he did A Few Good Men.
Yeah, but how long was that ago again?
Early 90s.
Hello, you come here often?
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, that's like saying Michael Bay did a good movie and Bad Boys too. How many years ago was that?
Hey. To be fair, we were all asking that with M. Night Shyamalan before he finally made a sort of return to form.
No, you almost never managed to enter the room.
I like how you said sort of return to form.
Not just that, but basically I had to wait till the invisible wall disappeared.
So why did we have to kill those people?
Because they were in the way. They started attacking us first.
Oh look, a computer. Let's see what's on it. Dr. Kim's lab and Serene's treatment, blah blah blah, whatever. Nobody cares. Jesus. Moving on.
Hey, it's a narrative object. That means it's important.
That's again also the problem.
Oh my god, how many walls of text are you gonna throw at us? Jesus Christ.
These characters
to be fair, these are extra things.
I know this, but here's the thing. Let's use Uncharted as an example. In Uncharted 4, at best it's like a one-page note that doesn't take that long to read anyway. In this, it's like entire screenplays, like Theo just mentioned.
Well, to be fair, Pedro, Uncharted brings you the story full through. Let's start with a game that makes you actually puzzle the story through text. Again, Dark Souls.
Yeah.
You use that in item description. You use that in item descriptions. The problem is those item descriptions, important stuff, actually are in like 1 or 2 paragraphs at best.
Hold on, this is important.
Worst. Oh, sorry.
Serena is threatening us.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, he's inviting us to his gala, and he's hoping to still convince him to join his side.
Dr. Jack, I am CIA.
Why doesn't he just trace his phone?
Good question.
Because I know you're at the because I know you're at the headquarters. Police, get him.
I mean,
how can you trace the phone of a guy who's time traveling?
He can still trace it. I mean, hey, if it's in different points of time, and so far Jack has really only been moving forward, or maybe a little bit back, but still in the same time range, even if he moves back and forth in time, he can still trace him.
All right, guys, get ready, because we're about to get ready, guys, because we're about to get into the action. Oh, Lionberg psych evaluation.
Wait,
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Hold on. So our quest now is to catch Serene, but how can that be? It's way too early in the game for us to catch Paul.
That's a very good observation, Jova. Let's wait till see what happens in the episode.
How well does this game do again?
No, this game was a gigantic commercial bomb.
And I was told that, this is one of the games worth picking up for the Xbox.
I've literally found 5 volts of text in the span of 40 seconds.
Well, that's the thing, Deji. Nowadays, it's not even that because this game is now also available on PC.
Yeah, the thing is, the problem is too, Dark Souls is a heavily different game than the kind of this, which is why I was using Uncharted as a comparison rather than that one.
I have another good example though. How about Metroid Prime, where you have to scan stuff and find information on text like that? I'd say this though. Okay, for as long as the text bits are, they would be a lot better to read. But here's a bit of a personal problem I have with it: the font. Like, think about it, the font. The font really is crucial because that font is not really reader-friendly with how tiny and how cluttered together the words are.
Jova is right. That's also the problem.
Could you imagine if Shirai was playing this game?
Nightmare. Full nightmare.
That, for me, is the main contender on whether or not I'm going to bother reading all that text.
Helicopter boss? Maybe?
No, too. Really? Sorry.
Seriously?
However... Oh, hi, Paul. However, also, goddamn, stop spraying Vaseline on the screen.
Okay.
Also, the actor who played the CIA in Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. No, sorry.
The little finger. Yeah, we know.
No, just that he's on a flying vehicle. Ironic.
All right, guys, this is the highlight. Yeah,
go ahead. Pedro.
This is the best action set piece in the game. And even the developers realize it because they showed it off abundantly in
Eddie Free.
This
made everyone believe that the game was going to be this fun for the majority.
Yeah, even the developers realized that this was the best they had.
Seriously, look at this scene. The graphics actually look pretty neat, colorful, and whatnot. And this is actually where the gameplay gets used to its zenith.
Wow, Uncharted on Xbox One looks really good.
Anyway,
it kind of does look like Uncharted on Xbox One here.
How would Jack fit if he was way playing Nolan North?
So yeah. Well, first of all, Theo, he would probably be more easier to invest in because he would have a good actor playing him. That's another thing.
It's sad because I don't think the actor playing Jack is bad to begin with. Just was given a terrible.
And hey, it's not totally out of the blue for Nolan North to voice a more cartoony character. He was Engine in the Radical Crash games.
What
just happened?
And again,
got crushed by the sheep.
And again, every time I die, I have to stare at this loading screen. Like I said, a game on the Xbox One should be able to get back to the previous checkpoint without the need for a load screen. I don't know. Anyway.
Also, Dreams, and not just that, there was also... Do you remember also all those kind of clones of Uncharted that came out during that time?
Yeah, it was in
Nolan North. Like Dark Void.
Yeah, Dark
And
Void.
trust me, Dreams, we haven't seen the last of him in that regard. You'll see in due time.
Anyway, that's just the thing. Here's how this set piece works. But you constantly have to work up and try to get out of this particular building. I don't know why the hell Jack can just walk around it, but
Because he's trapped inside a temporal force field that was made by Paul.
he is.
Yes.
I don't.
Well, don't you remember, Miko, the cutscene showed that Paul made this time thing that I guess is a trap.
He can do that
No,
now.
actually, I think actually he used it as a projectile to detach.
Oh, this I can. This I can climb. Okay.
But don't you see, Pedro? It's because it was painted. Like he has that ledge painted.
And that's another thing that I think is a bit of a missed opportunity. Like,
But
seriously.
this one isn't.
It's
What
like,
the
okay,
fuck?
seriously. Paul also has these time powers, as we're seeing right now, because he's apparently using it to trap Jack. Never mind the fact that he invited Jack to the party, so why are you trying to kill him now, you dummy? Yeah, seriously, though.
He's just as stupid as the Eraser Jin. I'm gonna demand that you collect all the 7 world rings from me, and yet I'm going to send all my minions to stop you from doing the mission I want you to do for me.
Yeah, that was...
Hey, it can't be too easy.
I guess with a Razor Jim, we could assume that his minions were also looking for it, and they just happened to be in Sonic's way. But here, though, you know what would have been a great thing? Why not for boss encounters have points where we have to fight against Paul, someone who's actually on equal...
Did I just go through the fucking...
Yeah, you clipped.
was
it's like in Sonic 06.
Why can
Hey,
I
Sonic.
climb there?
Well, Sonic, I
Climb, motherfucker, climb! Thank
Now
you!
he's- oh my god, so the platforming is also inconsistent.
Yeah, it's like Joe said in his
right.
review, the climbing system is awkward and shitty. Ugh.
Again, seriously, why not just make something where you can literally climb onto any surface so long as there's an open... What the heck?
There you go.
Time for us
Alright
to
guys, that was the highlight of the game. I hope you enjoyed it because it's all downhill from... Oh, sorry, I forgot. We're not done yet. Okay.
But seriously though, you know what the game could use more encounters of? Stuff like this, where we have to counteract Paul's this time stuff. In fact, when you think about it, wouldn't this be a good way of explaining why time has been acting jerkily for Jack? Like, you know, saying that Paul's affecting it here and there? Like,
Don't worry, Joe. I'm sure all those will be explained in the sequel.
Not
Well,
gonna happen.
there is a sequel hook at the end of this game, and the game even hints at the year 2020 in the final chapter. The problem is that, yeah, no, not gonna happen. This game bombed really hard.
Especially because Remedy has announced they're doing something different at
Yeah,
the moment.
they're
We don't
working.
know what it
They
is.
stopped being exclusive for Microsoft. Their next game is gonna be multi-platform, apparently.
It's a shame because I wanted instead another Alan Wake, but what
so
can
how
I
much
do?
you want to bet that if there's going to be a sequel, it'll be multi-platform?
I think the problem is, I think that.
Guys, come on.
Well, it's still.
If Knack could get a sequel, I don't see why this can't.
The problem is
Knack is
still
being
is that,
backed by
sorry.
a company that has way more money than it needs, and well,
Yeah.
a desperate
Wait,
Sony.
wait, Sony as a whole has more Microsoft than Microsoft as a whole?
Well, no. I'm talking about their game division.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, go ahead, Pedro.
it's not so much that too. It's more so the fact that Alan Wake is a Microsoft IP. So
Yeah, that's what I meant. If we're working on something multi-platform, it's bound to not be that.
don't worry too. I'm sure Microsoft will get one of their studios to work on a new Alan Wake game.
Don't worry, guys.
So-
Crackdown
What
for-
studio remains at this point? Like free and Rare.
Yeah, oh, there you go too. A new Alan Wake game made by Rare.
So, Pedro,
Guys,
question.
No.
Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Why is it that some of these guys wearing these suits aren't affected yet? Some of those others are still frozen, even though those suits
That's
are supposed
because
to be affected.
Jova, the yellow ones don't have proper backpacks. The white ones do.
Not just that, Jova. The one with the yellow X-Fans cannot teleport. The white ones can. But if you kill them or shoot the backpack at the same way, they get frozen.
So why didn't he just send in a bunch of white suits then, since the white suits clearly can do stuff that the yellow suits can do?
Because enemy-
expensive equipment.
Because enemy variety. Anyway,
You're sending in the yellow ones pretty much to slaughter. I mean, well, look, right there and then, they're already frozen.
well, Joey bothered to hire them. He needs to. Might as well use them for something.
And bother.
Yeah.
Our hero.
It's
But guys, don't worry. Crackdown
Yeah.
3 is going to be amazing.
nobody even cares about that game anymore. It spent way too much time in.
It's going to be a launch title for the Xbox One X. Oh wait,
Like, seriously,
No.
Crackdown was a game that they should have had from the get-go, and yet now it's one of
What
those...
the hell's
weird things-
Crackdown?
An IP that started back in the day, the Dweebs.
That
He then
game-
got a sequel, and now he's getting a third title.
That game is
Right.
that game was announced like years ago. Does anybody even care at this point?
Yeah, the trailer you did with Terry Crews was funny enough, but it wasn't enough to sustain.
See,
game
here's the
itself.
problem.
To be fair,
Crackdown...
did anyone really care? Wait, did anyone really care about Cuphead though? Like,
did.
What are you talking about?
I did.
Everybody,
I actually
Wait,
followed it since the first announcement.
yeah, me as well.
Because I mean, yeah, some of us did, but it's more like when apparently like people who played it at demos weren't really impressed and stuff. That's why it kept getting delayed. And it's like, and everyone, and like when the game was, and like by this time, like before E3 this year, a lot of people thought that it was going to be canceled. It was like, oh, it's actually still alive, and the game actually turned out to be really well. So,
Oh my god. You know what I just realized?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, there you go. Now I guess it ends with the sad piece, Pedro.
How have you been...
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that because that was the gameplay highlight of the game. It's all downhill
How
from
is-
here.
How has that girl just been standing around, not affected at all by the surrounding time, temporal energy?
You figure that one out, Jova, because I don't.
Ending
wait, Jova.
on the
Guys, we're about to get. The game is about to get screwed over because of my disable copyright option.
Wait,
In
guys, have you-
basically, the game is
Hold on, give me a second. Give us a second.
the game is gonna attempt to do a joke now, and it's not gonna work because I disabled copyright music.
Wait, what?
There you go. See, basically, yeah, my right, my music. Deal with it. The problem is, Deji, this game has an option to disable copyrighted music, for the sake of allowing people to stream and record the game. But since I disabled copyright music, that joke now is nonsensical.
Although you should have totally inserted the "Never Gonna Give You Up."
So,
I wanted to show just how the game literally has an option that literally destroys one of its only jokes. I find it interesting. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the reason why that girl wasn't affected by everything is it's running on clock stoppers logic.
I guess.
I guess.
If anyone remembers that film.
So speaking of how this game did, not only did this game bomb, but
To give you an idea, Deji, it didn't even reach 500,000. And considering how much it cost, yeah.
and nowadays Xbox One hardware sales have fallen 48%.
You know, Crackdown 3 is being made by Sumo Digital, right?
See, here's the thing about Crackdown 3. A lot of people were clamming for Crackdown 3. It's like, well, Crackdown 3 was, I'm not going to say like a Final Fantasy VII remake, but it was one of those games that people were longing, waiting for. And the introduction, the announcement of it with Terry Crews was so great. And yet, unlike Kingdom Hearts 3 or the Final Fantasy VII remake,
Also Nissan.
they haven't shown really much of it, like, at all.
Wait, I'm sorry, they showed much of the Final Fantasy VII remake?
So yeah, apparently
Like
Beth... So
Yeah, go ahead, Pedro.
So yeah, apparently Beth knows where the time machine might be.
But who cares, Pedro? Look at that Nissan everywhere.
Nissan. Anyway, my point is like, well, see, Square at least brought up the 7 remake, showed us a new trailer release, and we've been getting details about that in Kingdom Hearts 3 since. With Crackdown 3, what news have we heard about lately?
Act 2,
Anyone?
Part 3, Bradbury swimming pool.
So we need to enter that abandoned building.
Yes. Alright, everybody. Tune in next part where we maybe will find Will's time machine.
No, we
Maybe.
won't.
Alright, see you then.
Spoilers.